What is going on, YouTube world? My name is Trevor. Welcome back to a brand new video. And today I'm going to be comparing two of the most popular budget phones on the market right now. We have the Moto G Stylus of 2025 on the left and the Galaxy A36 5G on the right. Which one of these devices is best for you? Let's go ahead and discuss that. So first things first, the price. How much does it cost to get one of these devices in your hand? Now, between both of them, they're the same price. MSRP is at $399. Now, you can sometimes find these on discount, and depending on whether or not you're in a carrier, you might be able to get a carrier discount. Sometimes you might find a crazy sale where it's $299, but it's like a rare occasion. So between both phones, you're gonna be paying about the same amount of money. Now, both of them feature a 6.7-inch Full HD display, or one is a Full HD display, the other one is a Full HD Plus display. Now, the Full HD Plus display goes to the Moto G Stylus of 2025 here. Beautiful display, it's AMOLED. It's HDR capable, 120 Hz, 3000 nits with a peak brightness. Pixel density is 444 and it's protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Now with the Galaxy A36, it's a Super AMOLED display. Like I said, it's Full HD. 1900 nits for the peak brightness, 385 for the PPI control. It's HDR as well, and it's protected with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. 1220p for the Moto G Stylus and 1080p for the Galaxy. So let's go ahead and play this video here and show you guys what that looks like. Let me make sure I don't have it too bright here. I don't know if I can do anything about that because it is showing HDR on the Galaxy, but nonetheless, the Moto G is still pretty sharp. But are you gonna be upset with either one of these displays? The answer is no. Now, if you want a little bit more sharpness, then yeah, the G Stylus is the one for you. But can you go wrong either way? Not at all, not at all. So the next thing I want to discuss is the build. Now, both phones are constructed of plastic, or is constructed of plastic. And you can see we got the power and volume up and down keys on the right side of the device here. So it's pretty much standard. We got a microphone there for the G Stylus. A microphone or two microphones up top for the Galaxy and one for the G Stylus. And on the left side here, you can see we got a micro SD card slot for external storage. It's also nano SIM, so nothing for the Galaxy. And on the bottom of the device, you can see there's a SIM tray slot for the Galaxy A17, Type-C charging for both phones, and a speaker grill there, as well as a headphone jack for the G Stylus and the Stylus, of course. So unlike the A17, you do have dual speakers on the Galaxy A36 as well as the Moto G Stylus. In between both phones, they both sound really good as far as speaker quality, audio quality. That's not gonna be an issue here. So if we're going off build, I think both of them feel pretty good in the hands. But the durability is definitely gonna have to go to the Moto G Stylus. And that's simply because it's IP68 dust and water resistant, while the Galaxy A7 or the Galaxy A36 is IP67. So now when it comes to the internal specifications, this is where a lot of similarities are between both phones. Both of them feature the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3, which is a budget processor from Qualcomm. And it's been around for a little bit of time here, but as far as performance goes, both of them are pretty snappy, definitely for budget phones here. But the difference is the RAM in terms of the pairings and how it's paired up together. The G Stylus has 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of internal storage, while the Galaxy A36 has 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of internal storage. So now when you look at the price between both of these phones here, being that they're pretty much the same, you would think, why would you pay more for less RAM and less internal storage? And that's something that Samsung needs to get corrected. I mean, I get it, they've been getting away with it for a long time, but we got to stop this 128 and 6 thing, man. We got to just go ahead and go 8 128 or 8 256. Matter of fact, we just got to go 8 256. Day-to-day usage on both phones is pretty good. You're not going to be upset when it comes to that. But when it comes to getting in and out of applications, it is going to be a bit better on the Moto G Stylus. All right, so looking at the Geekbench scores on both of these devices here, you can see that it's a little bit better on the Galaxy A36 at 1005, while the G Stylus got 964. But you can see multi-core is a bit better in the Galaxy as well, but both of them are in the 2800 range. So Android 16 on the Galaxy A36 and Android 15 on the Moto G Stylus. And that brings me into the next thing. Out the box, the Moto G Stylus has Android 15, and it has promised 2 major OS updates from Motorola, as well as a couple of years of security patches. While the Galaxy A36 has promised 6 years of major OS updates, as well as security patches. So when you put that in consideration, you have to I mean, it's not even a contest. It's gonna have to be the Galaxy in that department. Now, both of these devices feature a optical fingerprint scanner, so it's in the display. It's not ultrasonic, and they both work relatively well. I mean, neither one is like, you know, outdoing the other. I mean, you hold it for a second or two and it just opens right up. I don't have any issues with the fingerprint scanner on each one of these devices, so that isn't going to be a concern for either one, but they both feature, or they both have that feature. Looking at the G Stylus, we have a dual camera setup here. It's going to be a 50 megapixel main sensor and a 13 megapixel ultra wide, and the selfie camera is 32 megapixels. Now with the Galaxy A36, you're going to have a 50 megapixel main sensor as well, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 5 megapixel macro, so it's a triple camera setup. And on the front, it's a 12 megapixel camera. Now, both the front and rear cameras can shoot 4K video, 4K 30 frames per second, and they can also do 1080p at 60 frames per second as well. But when it comes to overall camera quality, they are both really good cameras, especially for budget phones. But I'm gonna have to give it to the Moto G Stylus. They upgraded the camera this year. It's using that new Sony sensor, and it is a big difference. Pictures come out really well. So does video. I shot a couple of videos on the channel here, and you guys probably haven't even noticed. I shot it with the Moto G Stylus, and it just comes across really good. So I took this, obviously, with the Galaxy A36 on the right, Moto G Stylus on the left here. Look at the photo quality. Like, look at this picture that I took with the G Stylus here. I mean, that's a pretty good looking photo. And to show you guys proof, you see it says Moto G Stylus, you know, in the details, it's usually tagged with the camera you use. And look at the picture that I took here with the Galaxy A36. So it's a pretty good picture. The lighting was a little bit different, but still a pretty good photo. And you can see Galaxy A36 there. So, I mean, if I'm being honest with you guys, I just prefer the look of the Moto G Stylus. They are both good cameras. Now, the next thing I want to discuss is the battery. Both phones feature a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and they both have pretty good charging as well. The Galaxy A36 has 45 watt fast charge, and the Moto G Stylus has 68 watt fast charge as far as wired. Now, obviously, the Moto G Stylus is going to charge faster, but you do got to have that brick from Motorola or a brick that's capable of giving you 68 watts of fast charge. And it's also 15 watts of wireless charging. So it definitely is going to take the edge when it comes to wireless charging or overall charging capabilities. Battery is good on both, but I prefer the Moto G. Now, another thing to mention is both of these devices are fully unlocked. These are the ones that I have here. And so what that means is that I can use it on any carrier in the United States. I'm currently on Visible Wireless, and I have both of these devices with my phone number on it. So I was using it for calls, text messages, all network connectivity activities. And I haven't had any issue with either one of these devices here. Now, I would say the signal does seem to be better on the Moto G Stylus. So with both of these devices being $399, I'm going to say the Moto G Stylus is definitely the better bang for the buck. It's not even close. I mean, you have a sharper display, you have a headphone jack, you actually have expandable storage. You also get the stylus that I didn't even take out and mention in this video here. That's another win for it. In my opinion, you get slightly better cameras. But if you want slightly longer software support, or not slightly, much longer software support, we got to be fair, then the Galaxy A36 will be for you. If you prefer Super AMOLED displays versus AMOLED, if that makes a difference for you, then go ahead and do so. But I think if you're going to be spending the full bang, $399, which is 400 bucks for a phone, you will want the most for the money. But anyway, I'm going to cut this video off. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.